Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me, ready to provide all the tactical and technical analysis, is the former England attacker, Sue Smith. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Paris Saint-Germain versus Inter Miami.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this one today. It'll be interesting to see how both teams line up. But what an atmosphere we have here. I absolutely can't wait.
Owen. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Tagliafico. Pirlo. And Bellingham. Kane. Pirlo. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Chance maybe. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Pirlo getting it out of there. Oh, he's through here. It's got to be. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Number 42.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Schlotterbeck. The ball with Marcos Alonso. Moises Caicedo. Now they've lost it. Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Now Harry Kane. And Valverde. Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Tagliafico. Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Well, getting very close to the half-time interval, and it's a narrow lead for the visitors to this point. How would you assess what we've seen?
Well, they've been impressive going forward. They've created some good chances.
Surely! Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that
Goal
one off.
for the visitors.
Wonderful
Number
to have
9,
that in your
Harry Kane.
repertoire. And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. So over the byline and a goal kick here. That is that for the first half here.
There will be a display from the police dog display team, so stay in your seats for that.
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And what can they do to stop him running at them? Sound piece of defending. Valverde. Plenty of support here. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. And ball back with PSG now. Federico Valverde. Harry Kane. Coleman. And it's gone over the top towards Kane. Michael Owen. Tagliafico. Vinicius Junior. Owen with it. Ball with Nicolas Tagliafico. Well, spot on with that challenge. Ludovic Giuli. Now Harry Kane. And the keeper taking care of the situation. Nico Schlotterbeck. Moises Caicedo. Vinicius Junior. Kane. Now with Kvaratskhelia. And that's pretty straightforward for the keeper. Angelo Stiller. Vinicius Junior. Michael Owen. Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Well, the final whistle approaching, and this has certainly been an away day to remember. Your assessment?
Yeah, this would be an excellent win, and it would be thoroughly deserved. We've seen some really good individual performances, but it's how well they've worked as a team. You can see that they've got a real unity here, both defensively and going forward.
Well, not clear yet. And it's there for him. Well, well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Well, he's got to do better at getting himself back on side. He's just stood there, no idea what's going on around him.
And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, I thought they deserved to win the game, didn't they? They played some really nice stuff. I thought they dominated the midfield area, and the work rate was excellent. It's a great result, that.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Sue Smith. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Real Madrid.
I think it's so important that both teams start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and an early goal would certainly settle any nerves.
Real find themselves in a position of menace. Oh, what an opportunity! And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. He's in here. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Can they forge ahead? In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, if we watch this again, you can see he's under all sorts of pressure, but still manages to keep his cool, and he finishes it off well.
Underway once more, and it's going to be interesting to see whether or not PSG can articulate an appropriate reply. Michael Owen. Now, what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? But nothing comes of it. Well, high marks for that pass. Well, Real pushing to add to their lead. It's a corner. Well, not great on the accuracy front. Goal kick here. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Yamal. Can he put it away? And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here's the replay. Despite lots of pressure from the defender, he manages to hold him off, gets his shot away. It's a good goal, that.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. Michael Owen. Marcos Alonso. Vinicius Junior. Owen. Opportunity. Great work defensively, but still the chance. In it goes to reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking.
Well, let's have a look at this again. It's a sweet connection, generates so much power. Not many goalkeepers would keep that out.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Hidetoshi Nakata. Now with Yamal. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Well, wasted opportunity here. Would have been a decent chance, but offside the verdict. And there it is, the half-time whistle.
May I please remind you that racism will not be tolerated in any form, and offenders will be removed from the stadium.
The ball
and may
moving
face
again.
prosecution.
Real have the lead, but they won't be taking anything for granted. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Marcos Alonso. Moises Caicedo. Owen. Owen with it. Composed and patient passing. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. And he might be through here. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, if we watch this again, it's all about the run. You've got to question the defending, but I don't want to take anything away from his superb individual goal.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Koundé. Might be a chance here. Tagliafico. Ball with Nicolas Tagliafico. Pressing like that will help the cause. Oh, that is a goal from long range. He won't soon forget. Absolutely right out of the top drawer.
Well, I could watch this over and over again. It's a brilliant strike from a long way out. Catches us all off guard, including the keeper. That's a brilliant goal.
Substitution it is for PSG. So the action continues and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Lamine Yamal. And fine goalkeeping. Not a chance for them again to play it over from the corner flag. Well, they're bound to be disappointed with that. Goalkeeper's ball. And that will be all for this game. The final whistle is sounded, and it's a defeat for PSG.
Well, this was certainly a bad day at the office. So poor at the back. They just looked so nervy, and when they went forward, it was really slow and pedestrian. They'll be really disappointed after that.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide tactical analysis, is Sue Smith. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Flamengo against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it's so loud in here, isn't it? The fans are really up for this one, and I'm sure the managers will be reminding them, remember what you need to focus on and block out all of that noise.
Just failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. Angelo Stiller. Stiller. Tagliafico. Toni Kroos. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Well, the header was respectable, but the goalkeeper always seemed to have it covered. Schlotterbeck. It's with Marcos Alonso. Stiller. And Nesta with the clearance. And he's made headway. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, here we can see again, you do have to feel to the keeper. He's left completely exposed at the back, and he never really had much of a chance. It's poor defending, you have to say.
Well, the ball is moving again, and the question is, how will PSG reply to that setback? Owen. Dembele. And he's in. Opportunity again. And fantastic hands to deny that effort.
Yeah, that's what you want from your keeper. Sharp reflexes and quick thinking. He's done so well there.
And a goal! They've added to the lead. Much needed security.
Well, here's the replay, and the delivery is just right, isn't it? It's in the danger area, just asking for someone to get on the end of it. And it gives the attack the advantage. Then a brilliant finish to top it off. Met it with real confidence. That's a good goal, that.
Owen. Moises Caicedo. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
Would the club secretary please note Mr. Moon has left the building.
Well, the ball is moving again, and no sugarcoating it. There was a big gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from PSG in the second? Toni Kroos. Well, successfully cut out. Tagliafico. Well, failure to keep the ball by PSG. Just knocked it out of there. Well, we're into the final half hour. Ronaldo. Well, he was miles out, but still had the audacity to go for goal.
Well, he's had a look where the keeper was. There's no pressure on the ball and thought, why not? I'll have a go. That was close.
Zico. Clears it away. Oh, surely! Vinicius Junior. Owen with it. Might be a chance here. And there it is! Still life left in this game. And they have the momentum now.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's a really cool finish. He didn't overthink it, just made his mind up and slotted it home.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Cruyff? Well, he's certainly not alone.
Well, just listen to the noise in here. The fans certainly recognise that they're needed for one last push just to get their team over the line.
Well, it takes confidence to try your luck from that sort of distance.
He's so unlucky not to score. I didn't think he'd shoot from there, but nearly got his rewards.
Emre Can. Caicedo. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. It was a real competitive game. There were chances at both ends. And they probably just about edged it overall, though. Deserved the result, in my opinion.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is the former England attacker, Sue Smith. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Paris Saint-Germain against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, both managers will be reminding the players that it's important to get off to a quick start, really attack the opposition and put them on the back foot from the off. Hopefully we'll get a good game.
Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. And still danger here. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. Can they forge ahead? There it is, the opening goal of this match. And what a start they've made.
Well, we can see it again, and he does well. He shows great strength and balance to fend the defender off. And then he slots it home. It's a really good goal, that.
So PSG restart the game. Can they come up with the right answer? Raziu. Mecha. Julie. And he has options available. But quick thinking defensively. And the referee has decided to award the free kick to PSG. Oh, well, you can't get them right every time, and he got that one very wrong.
Yeah, he's got to just put that in an area that one of his teammates can get on the end of. And if they don't, it's just going to go straight in, but he's wasted it.
Vinicius! Tremendous challenge. Felix Mecha. Ludovic Giuli. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Mecha. Vinicius Junior. In with a chance. Big chance it is. Oh, that's a fine save. Well, he failed to get it away properly. And in the back of the net for PSG, that lead extended to 2 now.
Well, you can see it again here. You can't give the ball away like that in the defensive third. It's really sloppy, just a lapse in concentration, and they've been made to pay for that. They'll have to recover quickly from that error.
Tolisso. And on to Julie. Felix Mecha. That is that for the first half here.
Would the club secretary please note Mr. Moon is in the building.
Well, they get the ball rolling again. Second half underway here, and PSG really need to lift themselves. Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. I just couldn't play that decisive ball. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Just cutting off the supply. "30 minutes left for play." Opportunity it is. And the ruling is offside here. Michael Owen. This attack looks highly promising. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Oh, and it goes! And that is simply vivacious on the volley. Take a bow, take several bows. The degree of difficulty was high, but you wouldn't know it. What a skill to possess. Absolutely marvellous. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. So on with the game. Much to admire about PSG, who look as though they're really in the mood. Dumfries. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Ludovic Giuli. Plenty of support here. He lost it there, Tolisso. Vinicius Junior. Now with Caicedo. Michael Owen. Not really the ideal clearance. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, have a look at this. You've got to be precise with your passing in the defensive third, and that just lacks any real quality. If you do that at this level, a team's going to certainly take advantage of you.
And that will do it for this game anyway, and it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their performance?
Well, that was an emphatic result, wasn't it? They looked so confident in attack. Every time they went forward, you thought they were going to score. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me ready to provide tactical analysis is Sue Smith. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, I can't wait for this one. Both sets of fans are certainly up for it. I'm sure that that'll give the players a real boost. They'll be hoping to start the game at a fast tempo.
Owen. Can he? Well, that's how to hit them. Not quite accurate enough, though. Grimaldo. Here's Lemina. Clean challenge. Vinicius Junior. Attacking possibilities for PSG. Now up. Can he do it to take the lead? And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Here's the replay, and he does well to find space. But you'd always expect him to score from that sort of range.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Lemina. He's going forward well here, but they dealt with the threat posed. Michael Owen. Angelo Stiller. He has time to play it over. And the danger cleared. Well, he's allowed it to go over the touchline, so a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. Is it going to be? And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Well, here we can see it again. He hits it so cleanly. Perfect contact. And the keeper never really had a chance. It's a fantastic strike.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Lemina. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Michael Owen. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time
Please
here.
remind you that racism will not be tolerated in any form, and offenders will be removed from the stadium.
Well, without
may
putting
face
too fine a
prosecution.
point on it, Real really struggled in the first half. Will we see a response from them in the second? Moises Caicedo. This is looking threatening. It's got to be! Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Vinicius! A goal! And it seems they're truly cruising to victory here.
Well, here's the replay, and probably one of the simpler finishes you'll see this week. From that sort of range, there's never really any doubt that he put it away.
Well, the ball is rolling once more. PSG dominant, and it's starting to get out of hand, you just feel. An attack full of promise. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's a good-headed finish, you have to say. He does well to get there first and then makes decent contact too. It's a really nice goal.
PSG have been readying 2 substitutes, and now both will come on. And into the last 20 minutes. Marcos Alonso. Stiller. It's with Vinicius Junior. And support available. Nervy clearance. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. Tolisso. Sound piece of defending. They've regained possession. The final whistle, and not to be for Real Madrid. They have to accept defeat. What did you think of their performance as a whole?
Well, you can see how gutted some of the players are. They know they've been poor today. Not just one or two, it was collectively all over the pitch. Much improvement needed for the next game.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. Derek Ray with you here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me is the former England winger, attacker, Sue Smith. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Real Madrid.
It's a pleasure to be here, anticipating a good game today and an atmosphere to match. Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kick-off. Hopefully, we're not disappointed.
Ronaldo. Hadji. Wasteful from Real Madrid. Tagliafico is with Vinicius Junior. Well, we can give them high marks for their passing, but can they make this pressure count? Oh, goodness gracious me! It's a special goal from miles out.
Well, here it is again, and he does well to get into a goal-scoring position, get the shot off, but it is a bit fortuitous how it goes in the back of the net. The keeper can't get anything on it.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Emre Can. Vinicius Junior. And PSG pushing forward with options available. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Well, he's allowed it to go over the touchline, so a throw-in. Caicedo. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, let's take a look at this again. The cross is great. It's difficult to defend, but it's all about can someone get on the end of it. And it's a controlled finish, great connection, and the keeper can't do much about that. It's a brilliant goal.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Ronaldo. That is that for the first half here.
Would the club secretary please note Mr. Moon has left the building.
Well, without putting too fine a point on it, Real really struggled in the first half. Will we see a response from them in the second? And teammates around him. Well, disappointing end to the move. "30 minutes to go then." Claudio Marchisio. Vinicius Junior. Owen with it. Oh, and it goes! Sensational strike! And now he deserves to celebrate!
Well, take a look at this. He's certainly full of confidence to have a go from there. It just opened up for him and he thought, why not? What a strike.
So on with the game. Much to admire about PSG, who look as though they're really in the mood. Michael Owen. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Vinicius Junior. And still looking to get the shot away. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, if we see it again, he's placed that with such accuracy. The goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near it. Such a nice finish, that.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over. Marchisio. Ronaldo. Now with Xavi. And snuffing out the danger. And there's the final whistle, and we can confirm a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their overall display?
Well, that was really comfortable, wasn't it? The play going forward was so clinical, took them apart at times and produced some top-quality finishes too. It's a great result.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary today here on the gantry is the former England winger, Sue Smith. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Borussia Dortmund against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm anticipating a good game today. The coaching staff have done all they can. Now it's about taking it onto the pitch.
And buying them time. Well, hit on the volley. Terrific strike.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he's caught it well. Very unfortunate.
Socrates. Cucurella. On to Kvaratskhelia. Sound piece of defending. Good-looking pass. Must take the lead here. And well positioned to clear. Kaut. And in a perfect position to cut it out.
A reminder that the reserves are in action tomorrow. If you'd like more ticket details,
Socrates.
have a look at the club website.
And he's made headway. And there it is, the breakthrough. That will do nicely.
But here we can see it again, and he just hits this so sweetly. You knew as soon as he connected with it that this was going in.
Well, PSG get the ball moving again. How will they respond? Caicedo. Ludovic Giuli. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Tagliafico. Vinicius Junior. Michael Owen. Owen with it. Just wanted to get it out of there. Vinicius Junior. Owen with it. Philipp Lahm. And fed back to the goalkeeper. Real chance. And it's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain to square this game.
Well, let's have a look at this again. It's a sweet connection. Generates so much power. Not many goalkeepers would keep that out.
Back underway. Level pegging. 1 goal apiece in this game.
With the club
And there it
secretary,
is, the half-time
Mr.
whistle.
Wren has left the building.
And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Can he get them in front? And cleared away. And couldn't keep himself onside. And easily intercepted. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Vinicius Junior. And Dortmund doing well to regain possession. Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike. Emre Can. Marcos Alonso. That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. Well, nearly shaving the post with that header. He's in behind. Opportunity again. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Another look now, and you can see he's under all sorts of pressure here. He's done well, though, to fend them off. Really strong play and a good finish, too.
Well, 2-1 it is here. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Moises Caicedo. Determined defending. Stiller. Michael Owen. Zico. Pass chiselled nicely. Chances on. How about this for drama? All even once more. Astonishing.
Well, here we can see it again. Sometimes when you're through 1v1, it's easy to be caught in two minds. He was just really composed, and the keeper had no chance.
Well, back underway here, and they've split the 4 goals, and the referee says that is all for today.
Thanks for coming, everyone. From me, Jeremy Nicholas, and everyone here at the stadium. Hope you have a safe journey home. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. Derek Ray here on the commentary position, joined for analysis by Sue Smith. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain.
It's a pleasure to be here, anticipating a good game today and an atmosphere to match. Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kick-off. Hopefully, we're not disappointed.
It's a weighted pass towards Cristiano Ronaldo. George Best. Half-hearted clearance. And stopping the danger. Cucurella. Barcelona now. And here he is, Lionel Messi. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, here's the replay, and what a strike this is. He gets so much power behind it. The keeper has no chance.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Owen is with Vinicius Junior. Moises Caicedo. Real chance. Oh, monster intervention. And a simple task for the goalkeeper. Koundé. Vinicius Junior. PSG looking dangerous. And the danger cleared. Cleared away comprehensively. Zico. And here he is, Lionel Messi. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Here we can see it again, and this is really good strength. He uses his body well, and once he gets a yard, he finishes it nicely. Really good composure.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Tagliafico. Really, and in with a real chance. Surely. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, we can see it here again. I'm not sure he'll have a simpler finish all season. Defensively, not good enough to allow that to happen, but he won't care about that.
The first half here comes to an end.
Would the club secretary please note Mr. Moon is in the building.
Well, the ball is moving again, and no sugarcoating it. There was a big gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from PSG in the second? Zico. Nesta. And he's in. Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here's the replay. You do have to feel for the keeper, though. He's been completely exposed, but once he's through, it's a neat finish. Very cool and collected.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Michael Owen. Showing a good reading of the game. Oh, big chance. And just making the run a bit too early. Offside as a result. Stiller. Well-timed tackle. George Best. Best. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Zico. Pedri. It might be. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
As the replay shows, the goalkeeper does everything he can. He's a bit unfortunate it goes in, but question marks have to be asked of his defence. They could have certainly helped him out.
Substitution time it is here. Ten minutes to go. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Jonathan David. Rafinha. Best. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, if we watch this again, you can see he's under all sorts of pressure. He still manages to keep his cool and he finishes it off well.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting, 6-0. And the final whistle has sounded. The end of the game here, a win for Barcelona. Their fans are going to be happy about that.
Well, that was a dominant performance. They just couldn't live with him from an attacking perspective. Created lots of opportunities and some good finishes too. It was actually easy in the end.